Chayben. I'm just but charming, a G-Spot, Stivaring, the Gadol Hador, who alleviates toxins from people who suffer because of the doctrine, proffering theories of nonsense and problems. Why would God want this if we are all part of it?
Nida Daf Samech Aleph Amar Aleph. It says the Og was there. It says that he was Polat from Dora Mabu, after they called him the Palit. He held on to the side of the thing. The Chalon, Rashi said about Chalon, it says L'tzohar. The Lozeh Pesach HaTeva, Ha'asui L'biyah V'yitzia. So wait a second, we see it says Chalon. How is there a machlokas Rabbi Yochanan and Rish Lakish? If it was a window, according to Rish Lakish, or an Even Tova, a Tzohar, that beautiful Even, according to Rish Lakish, that we said was Lishitazo, on what level of its tzaddik Noach was. What's the answer? So we say, it says Chalon right here. Comes Rashi and says, no, it's talking about the Tzohar. And he's saying that's the opening of the Teva. We're saying that, like the guy who learns Tzohar, so he says that the Chalon was just the opening of the Teva. That big gemstone that lit up the entire Teva, that was the door. According to the guy, that was the Chalon, was the door. They would open it up. It was a big gemstone. I want to give a shout out to Rachamim. It says that the dirasan of the Hema Tahora is with the tzaddikim. Very soon, we're going to see about the sugya of vegetarianism. It was only from Noach and on that we were allowed to eat meat at all. But I don't think that it's like, we're allowed to eat meat. Let's be like, I see a cow and I'm like, I see a steak. Like, we still love the cow. It says that you gotta help an animal that you see cowering under its weight. What if you see one guy trying to help put on a weight, a load, and one guy trying to take off? Who do you help first? The guy trying to take off, because that's Tzar B'alei Chayim. But what happens if the guy who's taking off the load is your friend, and the guy who's you can help him put on the load onto the donkey is your enemy? Who do you help first? The enemy. Why? The person super chill, that takes precedence. That's more important. Tikkun Gavra Adif, says one of the Sprachen over there. Tikkun Gavra, one of the Girsas, that our chill is more important than these animals, and so if you have to eat animals in order to chill, like myself, then we know that has hierarchy. But it is like a mila. It is a mila, I think, to be vegetarian, to shoot for that an animal doesn't have to die for our gustatory pleasure. Meito, that's where came back, couldn't find anywhere to chill. Right? And he came back, sent him again 7 days later, and he had an ale zayit in his mouth. So it says, Vayaser Noah says, Michsei HaTeva. At the end of the Teva, he took off the Michsei. Michsei Osios. Anyone? Michsei Osios Masecha. Took off his mask. They go and they leave the Teva. Everyone leaves the Teva. V'yiven Noach Mizbeach V'Hashem. This is Mark Subis. I think I brought it, yeah. That Mizbeach, just the first time we're talking about Mizbeach over here. V'yiven Noach Mizbeach V'Hashem. The Mizbeach is Mezin Mechavev Mechaper. That's what it is. Mezin Mechavev. It's like Meziach Gzeros Mechaper Avodos. Then it says Vayirach Adonai as Reach and Yichoach. He smelled the good food. He's like, all right. Lo Osid Lekalel Od as Adama Bavor Adam Ki Yetzer Lev Adam Raminu Rav. Right? I'm not gonna Osid. I'm not gonna go again. La'akos et Kol Chai. Not like I did. I'm not going to destroy the world again. So we learn from here that, listen, anyone the father b'yayin, Rashi says, semefaisin also al davar misratze kishetov leiv libo b'yayin, when he's chilling with wine. Anyone who's he's bugging a little bit, and they bring him wine, and he's chilling, he gets a little messed up, gets a little triggity trashed, and then he's chilling. Says the Gemara, Yesh bo midas kono. Oh, he gets kicked out of a raita. Yesh bo midas kono is mipata b'yayin. So Rabbi's going to come and say to me, it says yayin, but we're throwing kids out for smoking weed. And I'll say it's the zel bezach. That's even though I think weed is healthier than wine. I think Kal V'chomer if they don't show Kal V'chomer. People die from weed after one night of from alcohol after one night of partying. You know, I know people that smoke weed for thousands of years, decades, and it's still sharp as a whip. Yeah, had to. Thousands, decades. I'm talking about Snoop. All right. So, anyways, Yetzer Leiv. I want to say that's bugging out, maybe, but we're bliving, right? Od Kol Yemei Haaretz Zera. It was land in Katzir. Land was growing. Kor v'chom, cold and hot. Kayit v'choref, summer and winter. B'yom v'layla, day and night. Lo yishbosu. The rules of nature are never going to stop. But Ariel and everyone, some people understand the sugya of Chelek Eloha. And that's the way, like they're calling it right away. Gracious Noach. Tzelem Elohim. Asas Adam. That we're Chelek Eloha. I'm a Chelek Eloha. Godzilla, I'm taking walks on the buildings of your willful niskofen and taking off. I'm a monster. Like your depiction of God. That's what I'm saying to all these rabbis. You think God is some guy in the sky? God is each and every one of us. We're Tzelem Elohim. We're the part of God that gets to choose to grow and to shteig and to get better, to overcome. Vayechal Noach ish, right, Vayechal Hashem Chulin. He got trashed, ish Adama, and he planted. Now, by the way, very different from Gilgamesh, who after he saves the world with a flood,
takes it back.
in the epic of Gilgamesh, he doesn't take it back, but he gets apotheosis. He gets apotheosis and he goes to become one of the gods. Noach, right after he leaves the table, what do we hear? That he got smiggity smashed. We don't want more gods. We want humans with flaws who are steiging. That's our whole purpose in this world, is to grow. You know, is to grow. That's the only thing that a perfect God can't do. It's a good thing God is so perfect that he includes us also. That's Shleimus Muchletes. So that's what we want. We want Noach got out by Yishkar and he got triggered, he trashed. By Yizgal Besoch Ola. He was rolling around, he was so drunk. Shmizaychet to be always in the teva of the super chill. Much love, Biggity P, super chill.
Why would God want this if we are all part of it?